Hey everyone, my name is Jade and I am here to talk about my single Napalm, which comes out next week. In terms of lyrics, there aren't all that many lyrics because it's not a very long song, but there's quite a lot in there regardless. So I keep my lyrics in this book here, which is quite cool if you tilt it in the light. I don't know if you can see that on camera. You might be able to see it a bit better on the back. Yes, it's Dracula. I didn't choose this. Don't judge me. So I've got my lyrics in here. And those are the lyrics for another song on the other page. So ignore that. This is the lyrics for Napalm. Yes, my handwriting is tiny. This is bigger than my usual handwriting. But yeah, I need glasses to actually see this. I am long-sighted. In the first verse, I actually changed the original lyrics. When I wrote the original lyrics, I had a very clear... Jesus Christ, excuse me. I had a very clear idea of what I wanted to sing about, and I think that's the most important thing when you are writing lyrics. I wanted to... The Vietnam War and how that still has relevance with the right to protest and all of that. And honestly, I'm not going to explain everything in all of the layers of detail because it takes the fun out for you as a listener, and also it would take me 15 hours, so abridged version. The original fourth line of the verse was "Invaders must die" because of the hostility towards immigrants and trying to cut immigration numbers in general, which has been a real thing in the UK for a very, very long time now. And it is in a lot of other countries as well, and it's problematic, in particular in the UK, because of the NHS, and that's all reliant on immigrant labour. The first verse, and then the return to that, is all about the government and their mentality towards the people. But "Invaders Must Die" felt very obvious. It's the name of a album by The Prodigy. You probably know that already if you're into that. And I kind of didn't want that association there because it was in my head. I didn't know if it would be anyone else's first thought, but it was mine. And I didn't like that. So I changed it instead to "Divided We Fall," which is, again, fairly obvious still, but it's a very truthful statement. I'm getting eye strain. It's a very truthful statement, but it's also still really very relevant because there is a lot of division across the world now for various reasons. You already know them, I don't have to rehash, and people are searching for unity and they're just not finding it. So that's quite important to me. So then we get on to the metro section, and that's obviously in two halves. So the first half, we've got the sort of feed a fire, fan a flame, fuel the fear, and that goes 3 times. About rising tension, sort of the idea of rising tension and people just out there to try and incite hatred and deliberately try and provoke other people, and how I don't understand why people do that because it's just so counterproductive. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to start getting annoyed, and then this is going to end up being 20 minutes long. So let's just move on to the second half, which is flamethrower ready. We've got our, say that 3 times, there we go, we've got our napalm as we go into the next part of the song. And that's sort of the Vietnam War thing, because it was after the Vietnam War that napalm was banned in a lot of countries because of the atrocities it caused. It's sort of figure of speech in a way, sort of a metaphor. I mean, I'm sure you get that. And then during the bridge/breakdown, we've got this society is breaking down. I don't need to explain that. And then we sort of go back at the ending of the song to the first verse, and I spliced in the lyrics from the second half of the intro, but sort of slightly changed. But I spliced those in to sort of show history and the relevance of history in today's society, and because history is something that I really enjoyed learning back in the day when I did all that. And I don't feel like enough people realise how important history is. People don't learn about it, people don't teach it properly. So those mistakes are just getting repeated over and over again, and it's very frustrating. It's just kind of mind-blowing, and I don't really see how people don't realise. But yeah, that's about all I've got for you today. So you can subscribe if you like and hit the bell, because my uploads aren't regular. Well, they have been lately, but they won't be fairly soon because Napalm's coming out next week, so the music video for that is going to be up soon, so make sure you stick around and watch that because that's going to be really cool. I'm really happy with that. After that, I don't know how consistent my uploads will be, so make sure you hit the bell so you get notified. I'm always around on Instagram and I'm always around on Twitter, so make sure you follow me on there if you're interested in what I do. You can find that in the description, I'm going to link that. But for now, see you next time and just have a nice day.